Why did you agree to come on the podcast?
First of all, I like your spirit. And again, you and I only know each other from social media. First of all, I like your name. Your name is Sunshine, so she must be a happy girl. I followed your stuff and I just thought you were probably the real deal. You know what I mean? I like, if you don't mind me sharing, you started your DM to me, real person here. So right away I was like, oh, it's an actual person. And then it turned out it was the past. So these are the learning things that we have to deal with. So I'm going to require the waiting room. I'm going to send an email saying there's a waiting room. If you're late, I'm very, very nice. But if you're late, you'll have to wait till after the warm up. I'll run over. Do you know what I mean? And then if you're really late, you're not in. I
like that. You have to wait till the end of the warm up.
Right. I'll check after the warm up. But usually, and I feel like I feel like once the class starts, you have my attention. Nobody else has my attention. Because if I were in a studio and you were late, I'm not going to run over and open the door for you. I've been in this industry a long time. There's more that I want to do. And if you want to do something, you have to go after it. That's currently where I am.
And I'll share something vulnerable. When we teach at home in our basement, and my husband is at work right now, it can get lonely. So it's nice to talk to people, especially people that are in a similar boat and get it. Hey, how many videos are you editing today? Have you showered? Did you talk to anybody other than your cat today? And the people in the computer, you know?
I know. I'm a little bit of a hermit though. I'm sure you're the same because most of us are this way. I am a introverted extrovert. So I'm mostly an introvert. Like there's some days where my husband's like, did you go out today? And I'm like, no. I didn't mean to go out. So yes, it gets a little lonely, but I also kind of like it. But I am going back to a gym because I do miss, because did you work for Lifetime? When you asked, I wasn't really sure.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going back probably to Lifetime. I just say probably because I'm always afraid they're not going to take me back. But he messaged me, so I will probably end up going back to Lifetime. I'm excited to be back. But at the same time, when you go back to a gym like that, you're back on the hook. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
this time,
you have to be somewhere at 4:30 in the afternoon. You have to be somewhere Friday at 9:30. So I've enjoyed my freedom.
Yes. And to add to that, what if your body is not ready to go on Friday to teach upper body RX or whatever you're teaching, glute max out?
Oh, I miss glute max out. The only thing is, I'll say this. I think my body does better teaching in a studio because I walk around more.
Oh, yeah.
Here, teaching online, I'm doing it all, right? Except for the occasional, and I don't know if you just, but I do this. I'm like, are you good? Are you good?
Hashtag, I'm resting.
And actually, I'm very honest with my clients. Like, I'm very honest, like this is killing me. Like it, and it's also, it lets them know that it's hard. It's hard for me. So yeah, I'm excited to go back, but I love the freedom of we can do whatever we want. Did you ever teach Saturday mornings?
Yes.
I love Saturday mornings, but I hated them. I love them. But my husband would be like, well, don't you want to go to the Cape this weekend? And I'm like, I can't. I can meet you there. Mm-hmm. So I think he really likes that I'm available. Extreme. I love extreme. I can think of extreme chaos, but I love it. I love classes like that really move. Yeah. So that was, so I was Tuesday, Thursday, Friday morning was gluteus max out, barbell strength. Those were sort of my favorites. I feel like, and I taught bar there, but I don't know if I was loved as a bar instructor there. I think you kind of get I don't know, but I taught bar there also, bar strength.
Right. And when I was there or what I teach now?
when you were there, I guess.
So when I came in, I was what I was teaching was HIIT strength. I taught, not there, but I was really good at teaching HIIT strength type workout. I work with athletes. When I got there, my assistant studio manager, she was the edge and amp, and she was the hardcore, gritty she taught strike, and so I was trying to find my niche to fit because we were so similar. And
Yeah.
I have to find my own path here. And if I teach the same things as she is, it's not going to go that well for me because they already love her. She's been there forever.
I get that.
We need another bar instructor, and I'm a bar instructor, so I started teaching life bar. They loved me as a life bar, and I actually fell in love with teaching it with a body bar.
Yeah.
The hooked bar.
Right.
I didn't like that I had to follow their template, but they really loved me as a life bar, and it helped me work on my graceful athlete. I'm like, okay, I will work on my graceful athlete.
Right.
But then, I would put a HIIT class on the schedule, and I got certified in ringside. I was there when ringside came out. I'm like, okay, this is more gritty for me. I need this one to kind of, And when I did my test out for it, I had built out an entire timer, right? For this is 30 seconds that because you had so much time to do. I don't even remember now each part. And I did it, and they actually said, you can't use that timer. Went, why? You want me to stay within 6 minutes, but I can't use it. Oh, okay, fine, whatever.
2 questions on that, or one little note on that. Did you certify with Amy? Did you have to do the teach back to Amy Nicotera, the creator, or somebody else? Somebody else.
I did it with, what was her name?
I might not know it. I just know Amy's the creator.
Of Ringside?
Yeah. The original creator of it.
And I've talked with Amy. She's fabulous. I know that
she's great.
Since left, right?
Yes. Actually, I think Lifetime's totally changed. But hold on, before I go to that, the timer thing. Extreme is the same way, which is Extreme is a HIIT class. I'm surprised you didn't teach that. But that's one of those things where same thing. And I get it now because the timings were like 45 seconds, 90 seconds. And they were like, you cannot use a timer. But we ended up like you do end up knowing with music, hearing that beat. But was I 100% perfectly on? Like I remember taking one with somebody and me being like, okay, we've been here for 2 minutes. So they want it to be sort of organic, but I agree with you. The classes that I teach downstairs in my basement, the HIIT ones that I teach, all my timers are set up in here because I don't want to have to think about it. I want to hear that beep, and then that lets them know that it's going to be totally on point. So my thing is, are you not going back to Lifetime at all? Like, are you done?
I'm done. I was the studio manager.
Oh, you were? Okay.
I left and opened my own brick and mortar.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that was okay. Yeah. I loved working at Lifetime, and it was probably the right time for me. Like I had been on Cape Cod. You probably don't even know what Cape Cod is. Okay. Yeah. I had been on the Cape teaching in very small places, and it was good. But when I went to Lifetime, I felt like I was in a nightclub. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And I appreciated that they appreciated group fitness instructors. I appreciated all the training. So I was happy with all their rules. I was like, okay, I'll do whatever you want kind of. And that they wanted you to inject your personality. And I loved Lifetime, which is weird that I haven't ran back yet. But I also, when I was also afraid going back, it wouldn't be the same. So I'm hoping when I go back, it's still good. But in Massachusetts, you had to wear masks. I don't know what it was like there. In the beginning, throughout the pandemic, when they first opened, it was masks. And I was like, and not to get political, I just didn't want to wear a mask to teach. I just didn't want to wear a mask to teach. It was nothing to do about politics. I was like, I'm just going to stay home. Yeah.
We made that commitment before we got married. He said, I'm going to do this. What do you want to do? Are we good with that? He said, I'm going to work a lot of hours. I'm going to work my way up. I'll take care of us, And I said, well, in fitness, sometimes you make money and sometimes you don't. Exactly. Let's be real. Sometimes you don't.
Sunshine.
Right. So I'm in a cold basement right now.
Oh, believe me, my basement last year, I'll say one more thing. My basement was so cold. I took baths almost every day last winter because I'd come up, my muscles would be so freezing he's like, you taking a bath? He's like, I'm glad our bathtub is being used. So I get it with the cold basement.
Yes, I took a bath this morning after teaching.
It just warms everything up.
We would love to connect with you after this. Find us on social at FitTech University, and there you'll find more resources to help you in your virtual studio. There'll be links for our signature course, How to Develop a Virtual Studio, resources to help you with lighting, sound, music licensing, technology, platform decisions. And if you want to be a podcast guest, there's a link there for you too. Looking forward to connecting. Thanks, friend.